Did you know that roughly 3 out of 4 YouTube channels never make it to 100 subscribers? Here's why. Most new creators burn out because they follow pro level advice that simply isn't built for new channels. Today, I'll spare you the wasted hours and frustration, show you which expert tips to stash for later, and zero in on the core strategies and soft skills that will help you get to 100 subscribers faster without burnout. You've probably heard this 1,000 times. Master YouTube SEO and the algorithm will love you. But here's the reality. SEO was built for ranking websites, not channels sitting on 10 videos and 20 views. When you're only pulling in a few hundred impressions, stuffing tags and keyword packing descriptions only creates noise and frustration, not meaningful gains. Here's why. Today's AI-driven recommendation systems rely way more on viewer behavior than on metadata. Most of the impressions you get with small channels come from browse and suggested, not search. In fact, views from search traffic only account for 30% or less of views on YouTube. So if your thumbnail, title, intro, and topic doesn't hook people instantly, even a top search position won't save you. No clicks, no watch time, no growth. So instead of chasing keywords, zero in on packaging. Craft a clean title in plain language, pair it with a bold thumbnail and a quick promise-filled intro. That trio does more for discovery than rank tags. And if you insist on using SEO, let AI tools like VidIQ and ChatGPT provide a handful of relevant keywords, then move on to make the next video. The next must-do tip small creators should skip for now is combing through YouTube analytics after every upload. As a data analyst, I love numbers, but data only drives smart decisions when the sample size rises above statistical noise. If your video has less than 50 views, losing 1 or 2 viewers can look like a massive dip in retention. And any jump in impressions can tank your click-through rate even though nothing is actually wrong. Small data sets mislead, demotivate, and hide real trends. So instead of obsessing over every dip and spike, pour that energy into making your next video. The more uploads you publish, the richer and more reliable the data becomes, letting you spot genuine patterns and helping you to make decisions that matter. Speaking of reliable data, A/B testing thumbnails is another pro feature worth skipping for now. I was hyped when YouTube launched it. On paper, split testing 3 thumbnails sounds like a game changer. But if your videos are pulling in less than 3,500 impressions, the tool never collects enough data to declare a real winner. Until you're hitting those numbers consistently, zero in on a clear, compelling thumbnail style. Package each video with 2 or 3 strong variants. Publish your first choice, and if the click-through rate is low after a couple weeks, swap in the next. Even better, share your options with creator friends, a mastermind group, or a subreddit to get instant feedback before you hit publish. Did you know that less than 1% of YouTube videos ever reach 100,000 views and less than 0.07% ever crack 1 million? That's 7 out of every 10,000 videos. Yet more than 25 million videos on the platform still promise to teach you how to go viral. They should get sued for clickbait, but the dream of overnight fame is hard to resist, so they get clicks. The big problem is, going viral is like winning the lottery. If you aren't ready for that surge in traffic, the spike can actually kill your momentum instead of supercharging it. Here's what I mean. Sudden virality floods your channel with viewers hunting for more bangers. When they don't find any, they dip out. And because the algorithm's only mission is to keep people watching, one isolated hit, although great for exposure, doesn't lead to sustainable growth. If those new viewers ignore your back catalog, YouTube reads the drop off as a content mismatch and stops recommending your channel. That's why you'll see channels with 6-figure sub counts with rows of videos stuck at a few hundred views. Viral spike, then flatline. To avoid the virality trap and stop wasting time clicking videos that promise to make you viral, build your content strategy around the viewer. Every upload should lead to the next step on a curated journey with tightly related topics, teasers that hint at what's coming, and playlists that deliver a true bingeable experience. Think series, not singles. Hook a new viewer with one video and guide them straight into the next. because if you don't help them decide, another creator will. The brutal truth is, most creators burn out chasing viral unicorns, but creators that thrive master viral formats, repeatable structures that viewers instantly recognize. Take the man on the street setup, where a creator questions random strangers to create viral moments and shareable reactions. Or the 30-day challenge, where trying something new for a month creates a built-in story arc and natural follow-ups. Nailing formats like these help you to build a connected video library and deliver a consistent, satisfying viewing experience that turns viral views into loyal fans. One of the first bits of advice new creators hear is niche down. Sure, the riches are in the niches, but niching is a strategy, not a day one setting. It only works after you've done the research, gathered enough data, and proven that there's real demand. Locking yourself into an ultra-specific lane when you barely have a handful of uploads almost always backfires. Here's why. You don't know yet which mix of topic, tone, and format sparks your creative drive, or, most importantly, fires up your audience. Unless you've documented a clear market gap, over-niching limits reach, stifles creativity, and robs you of the data you need to discover what truly resonates. I had this same blocker, but my first breakthrough came after reading Daryl Eve's book, The YouTube Formula. His framework showed me how to escape the niche down trap without losing focus. Pick one broad topic, then build 3 or 4 content buckets under that umbrella. For example, on my channel, the umbrella is personal branding and the buckets are communication strategies, social media and YouTube tactics, and personal branding frameworks. Each content bucket has related videos, giving me room to experiment while still serving one main audience. As I publish videos in each bucket, I can see patterns emerge. Watch time may climb here, retention may drop there. This allows me to niche down with evidence, not guesswork. Most importantly, it keeps your creativity alive and gives the algorithm clear, repeatable signals it can confidently recommend. Another great piece of advice new creators should avoid is just copy other creators. The problem with this advice is new creators take it too literally. They copy thumbnails, titles, and sometimes even whole videos. They don't realize when you simply copy another channel's persona, titles, or thumbnail style that it's just surface level stuff. It lacks context, backstory, and brand equity. Not to mention, copying other creators doesn't move the needle unless you understand what they're doing. Instead of cloning, study. Get a good grasp of the structures and formats big channels use. Then remix them with your own stories, references, and delivery. Understand, how are they building tension? How are they pacing their videos? How do they structure their hooks? How are they framing the viewer's pain points or needs? Remember, if you study and understand the formats and structures of their videos, you can easily apply your own unique spin, giving you a competitive edge in an overcrowded niche. Before we wrap up, let's tackle the next pro tip new creators should skip. Upload frequency is everything. Yes, daily posts can work if you're a fully staffed operation. Remember, big channels pump out that much content because they have script writers, thumbnail designers, editors, and social media managers. For a solo creator, trying to match that pace is a fast track to burnout. The brutal truth is, uploading every day is pointless if it sacrifices quality for quantity. Remember, bombarding viewers with low quality content can drag down both your watch time and subscriber count. Here's the smarter play. Build a manageable content schedule. Pick the most demanding cadence you can maintain for 90 days without having to dread hitting record. Once a week, every other week, or once a month is fine if the videos have consistent quality. As your workflow gets faster and your quality stays high, you can ramp up your upload frequency. Remember, YouTube doesn't reward sheer volume. It rewards viewer satisfaction signals like CTR, retention, and watch time, none of which improve when you rush. If you strip away these pro-level tactics, sustainable growth comes down to 2 core skills: clear communication and basic marketing fundamentals. These 2 skills help you to effectively package your ideas, grab attention in the first 10 seconds, tell a compelling story, and persuade viewers to stay to the very end. Mastering the fundamentals ultimately makes every one of your videos better, and the advanced tactics only work once you've got the basics dialed in. Now, if you want to level up your communication skills and learn how to talk so everyone pays attention, check out this next video here.